Hello everybody, we're getting ready to do lesson 3.4 of pre-algebra math, part 1. 3.4 is solving inequalities using addition or subtraction. We have a 36-point skill sheet for classwork that you can get at the email. And we have 17 points for notes. Today's bell work. Teachers, here's your bell work for today. We have multiple choice. Which equation is 6 a solution here? Students, which equation is 6 a solution for? Okay, back to our solution PowerPoint here. For number 2, no solution. What is the solution of this equation here? We have both of them. 6x plus 8 equals 6x plus 5. And then we get 8 equals 6. That is not a solution. 8 cannot equal 6. So there is no solution to this equation here. Just so no solution for number 2. And then number 1, for which is 6 an equation. Let's see. Negative 12 minus 7. That'd be, negative 19. See, negative 19. See, negative 30, this would be it here, F. It'd be a solution here. See here, see 66, that'd be positive 28. 40, no, that wouldn't be it. So it is, it's F for number 1. Okay, solving inequalities using addition or subtraction. You solve one-steppers. You'll solve inequalities using addition or subtraction. An inequality is a statement, and this is your classwork, page 2, is statement formed by placing an inequality symbol between two expressions. For example, here, y plus 5 less than or equal to negative 6 is an inequality. The solution of an inequality with variable is a set of all numbers that produce true statements when substituted for the variable. You can show the solution of an inequality by graphing the inequality on a number line. When you graph an inequality, you form x greater than a or x less than a. Use an open circle at a. These are imperfect inequalities here, so use an open circle. When you graph a perfect inequality here with a partial equality, then you use a closed circle. We got a perfect inequality here, so use a closed circle. Okay, when x is less than 3, all numbers less than 3, this will be the graph. We have a partial inequality here, so it is an open circle. For this one here, we have the opposite here, all numbers greater than 2, open circle, because this is a partial inequality. When you have a perfect inequality like this with a partial equal sign, then you close in your circle, all numbers less than or equal to 4. Same thing here. We got a perfect inequality, so the circle is closed. All numbers greater than or equal to 2. Students, this is your vocabulary. In your own words, define inequality. In your own words, define solution of an inequality. And we go into example 1, writing and graphing inequality. Freezing point of water 0 degrees Celsius. At temperatures at or below the freezing point, water is solid. Writing inequality gives temperatures at which water is a solid. Then graph the inequality. So we're going to do that. Answer to the inequality is t is less than or equal to 0. The graph is shown right here. This would be your graph of this inequality here. So it'll be all your values to the left of the origin here. Okay, we're going to do our first guide of practice here. Solve the inequality graph. Solve the inequality graph. Students, this is you. This one. So graph this thing. So let's solve it first and move our 7 over here. We got n is greater than negative 4, and it's a partial inequality. So it is an open circle, and it's greater than negative 4. So we go to the right from negative 4 for that one. And then we check and we just put in a value, say negative 1. If this part of your solution set over here, you plug that in and it is true, so it is a check for these solution set. You can use the following properties to find the solutions of inequalities involving addition and subtraction. Using these properties, you can write equivalent inequalities. Equivalent inequalities are inequalities that have the same solution. So equivalent inequalities, students, define this. Now, do it now in your notebook, page 8 and 3.4. Remember to note that. When I check on Friday, you should have this in your notebook. Okay, addition and subtraction properties of inequality. Adding or subtracting the same number each side of an inequality produces an equivalent inequality. So, for example, here we have this, and if A is greater than B, A plus C is greater than B plus C, and then A minus C is greater than B minus C. Now, this is kind of like a formal way of saying this up here using words. Example 2, solve n plus 5 greater than or equal to 10, graph and check your solution. So we're going to solve this inequality here. We're going to subtract 5 sides. And we get this here, m is greater than or equal to 5. So how would you graph that? The graph would be right here. We go to the right here of 5. It's a partial inequality here, or rather a partial equality. It's a perfect inequality with an equal sign here. You fill in your dot here as a solid circle, and that would be your solution as it is graphed. Then here's to check here. Choose any number greater than 5. So we're going to choose, what are we going to do? 8. We just stick 8 in there, and yep, 13 is greater than or equal to 10. So the check works out. And we're going to go into another guided practice here, solving inequality, graph your solution. And you don't see a number line here, students, put in your own number line, okay? Don't whine about it, just plot in your own. Solving inequality, graph your solution. So we have this here, we solve our inequality here, m is greater than or equal to 4. Draw this on your solution page. You know, make a number line, then fill in the circle and go to the right. That is the solution to this inequality here. And then, yeah, it's a solid circle because you have this solid circle. And that is 3.4, part 1, part 2, part 3 available here. Thank you very much.